Every sneaker encapsulates a unique narrative, weaving together threads of culture, innovation, and personal expression. Beyond their functional purpose, sneakers have become more than just a combination of rubber and leather. They are vessels of history, style, and individual stories. From iconic collaborations between designers and athletes to grassroots movements that have birthed cultural phenomena, each sneaker serves as a tangible artifact carrying the imprint of its journey through time and trends. So, step into the world of Sneakers Creepers, where each pair is a chapter waiting to be read, a story eager to be told. Except when Jordan Brand decides to release a bunch of pairs that have no backstory at all. And I'm just sitting here frustrated at my fancy little tagline, "Every sneaker has a story to tell," while reviewing a sneaker that is more silent than Elon Musk during his interview with Sky News. And I'm sitting here like George R.R. Martin feeling pressure to finish the script, or it might end up badly like the final season of Game of Thrones.
Could you give us your, into the camera, your facial expressions, what it was like reading the last episode?
That's it.
Because the official product description over at Nike.com seems like an AI generated article, or maybe the actual showrunners of Game of Thrones who couldn't wait for George to finish his book were hired by Nike to just come up with something.
It's saying the server went down. Does anybody know that password? Because otherwise we can't do any work.
Try password.
Nope.
Try 0000000.
No.
All jokes aside, this is probably one of the biggest sleepers from last month. Heck, maybe even last year. The legendary Air Jordan 3 in another only for the ladies release is honestly breathtaking. I wore them once and everybody at the office noticed them, and it was weird because they never noticed my sneakers. Adorned in an Off Noir black coconut milk and cement gray palette, the shoe boasts a foundation of nubuck suede complemented by black leather on the tongues, Eastay overlays, and perforated collars. Notable design elements include a black heel tab featuring a tonal Jumpman logo and a characteristic elephant print adorning the toe and heel overlay. Adding to the aesthetic, a coconut milk midsole and a cement gray rubber outsole complete the design. By the way, I recorded a B-roll footage with the white laces like maybe 2 hours ago in freezing Nordic harsh cold winter. God damn it. So you better subscribe, turn on the notifications, and click like, goddammit.
That was today! Today!
These are like Oreos. These are like Oreos or Oreos. These are like Oreos or the black cements, or maybe a combination of both. But I gotta admit, I just love the name. Air Jordan 3, the Off Noirs. Noir refers to a genre or style often in film or literature, characterized by dark themes, a cynical atmosphere, and morally ambiguous characters. With the release of the Air Jordan 3 Off Noir, Jordan Brand dares us to enter the mind of a competitive Michael Jordan who was at his peak and often portrayed as ruthless on court, both with rivals and even against his own teammates. Driven by an intense desire to win at any cost, developed a reputation for displaying psychopathic tendencies. During these dark moments where the competitive fire burned at its hottest, it felt like Michael was going dark and off script. The Air Jordan 3 Off Noir is imagined as a nod to these intense battles, symbolizing the shadows that accompany the Jordan's competitive drive. The dark color palette reflects the emotions and heated exchanges that occurred during these confrontations. The sneaker design incorporates subtle details that hint at the struggles and conflicts. I'm just kidding, that was all bullshit. But see what tiny bit of imagination can do to a backstory? Imagine if they did something like that but a little less morbid maybe. These released on the sneakers app on November 15th and also on December the 3rd for a retail price of $200. Men här i Sverige kostar de 2449 kronor. It's a woman's only, so again, if you have big feet, then sorry, you're gonna have to wait for the black cements. Also, I gotta say, normally Jordan 3s are pretty comfortable, but these weren't as comfortable as my white cements reimagined, so I don't know if other YouTubers feel the same about that, but I think these were slightly more uncomfortable than my regular Jordan 3s. I don't know, maybe it's just my pairs, I don't know, but I thought it was worth mentioning. Like Jason Bourne when he's evasive, murders those different agents, burn his identification. You heard my clips are amazing, turn on notifications. I have to put it in a freaking rhyme so you remember that. Turn on all notifications. God damn it. Subscribe. If you're still here, thank you for watching the entire video, and I'll see you next week.